All right, down to the meat and potatoes now. Land navigation, basically finding your direction. So you want to express how accurate you're going in a certain direction. So that's why we're using the lens-guided compass along with your other tools to get you in that gist of directing and walking in a good direction to find what you need to find. So basically, azimuth. And azimuth is, the dictionary definition is the direction from one point to another point, either on your map or on the ground. And this is what is called an azimuth. So you're shooting your azimuth from a direction, to another point. So you're going from one point to another, directing to where you need to go. Your azimuth is given in degrees on your compass. And then that's basically in a clockwise, so 0 to 360 in that direction. And yeah, that's basically what an azimuth is. Don't get it misconstrued as anything else. You're shooting an azimuth from one point to another point using your compass, 0 to 360 azimuth, point blank period. Okay, and your map. So the meat and potatoes, your map is going to always be laid out to true north. So that at the bottom, you'll see your little inclination at the bottom stating like this map is to true north, whatever's grid north, map north, or magnetic north, those are going to be listed on the bottom. So when you put your paper down, your paper is to true north, your compass is to magnetic north. So your compass needle needs to point to the magnetic north. So to get that equation, give or take, it says on the bottom of the paper, and we'll go over that. So true north is a line from a point on the Earth's surface to the North Pole. Is represented by the star TN. Magnetic north is the direction to the North Magnetic Pole, as indicated by the north-seeking needle of the magnetic compass. So your magnetic compass is your magnetic north. The magnetic north is usually symbolized by the line ending with the half of the arrow, and that's MN. Your grid north is the north that is established by using the vertical grid lines on the map, symbolized by the letters GN, used for UTM grids by the military. Of course, that's what you guys will be using. So the GM angle, the angular distance between the GN and the MN. So that's what we'll be using here. So it says that your grid azimuth is equal to 25, your true azimuth is 35, and your magnetic azimuth is 49. So why do we need to know all this? So that we can navigate using the map, the ground, and the compass together. You cannot follow the GN with a compass, nor can you plot an MN with a protractor. To assist you in making the conversion for MN to GN and vice versa, a declination diagram is placed on the map margin. This is the declination diagram to the right. Remember the following: when using a map, use a protractor, which is going to be in our next slides, to measure the grid bearings. Do not use the compass magnetic needle. Do not use that. When using the ground, use a compass to measure magnetic bearings. With the GN and GM angle, you can find the MN. So with the GN and the MN, the GN and the GM, you can find your MN. With the MN and the GM angle, you can find the GN. So we'll go over that next. All right, so a few key things to remember here is that from left to right, you subtract. From right to left, you're going to add. So your west to east is least. Your east to west is best. Just a few things there that we learned in basic training that, are like, okay, I can remember these things. When your MN is to the west, that's left of the GN. Your MN to GN, you're going to subtract your GM angle. When your GN to MN, you're going to add. So remember, it's east to west, add, west to east, least. When your MN is to the east, your right, your MN to GN, you're going to add. Your GN to MN, you're going to subtract. So that's the diagram there. All right, so here's a how-to. So this example here, this one is your from ground to map. So you're gonna measure the bearing of a landmark on the ground with the compass. It is 49 MN, so your magnetic north. So this is your compass, magnetic north, 49 degrees. Second, the GM angle on the map. So on your map, it's gonna say GM angle on the map is 24 degrees. So to get that, at the top, your MN plus your GN, so your 14 plus 10 was equal to 24. So that's how you receive your GM angle. So your MN to GN, you're going to subtract, because remember, it's going left to right. So left to right, MN to GN, left to right, you're going to subtract. All right, so from your map to your ground, you're going to measure the bearing of the point on the map with the protractor. This is, you're going to have your protractor on your map, and we're going to learn that in the next slides. That's going to be 25 degrees GN. So you're doing grid north GN on your map with the protractor. The GM angle on your map again says 24. 14 plus 10 equals 24. So your GN to MN, you're going to add, because you're going right to left. You're using your grid north, meaning you're using your protractor on your map. You're going to then add it. So 25 plus 24 equals 49 MN. So you're going to put this on your compass. You're going to direct on your compass. From ground to map, you're going to measure your bearing of a landmark on the ground with the compass. This one is on your compass, 322 degrees magnetic north. So on your compass, it says 322. So your GM angle is your 14 minus 5, which equals 9. See how we're reading that? Your GM on the map is 9. So your magnetic north to grid north, you're going to add it, because you're going right to left, you're going to add it. So you're going to take your 322 on your compass plus your 9 equals 331 grid north. Then you're going to draw that on your map. All right, from map to ground, you're going to measure your bearing of a point on the map with a protractor. So your protractor is on your map. That is 331 grid north. The GM angle, of course, is 9. So 14 minus 5 is 9. And then, so your GN to MN, you're going to subtract it because you're going left to right. 331 minus 9 equals 322. So you're going to put that on your compass. You're going to move your compass to 322. All right, so let's jump right into protractors. So here, this is going to be your normal GTA 05020112 compass, military compass you'll receive. I have so many of these. You'll receive these, and you'll purchase some yourself. These compasses that you receive have an extra lip, and you're going to go in and you're going to cut that with probably your Gerber or knife, and get that as close to possible, the black line as possible. But this one is one, I've been doing Land Nav for a while, so I don't really have to, because I know how close I need to be, but that's just one trick. So your protractor, with your protractor, the map does not have to be oriented. It doesn't have to be oriented, but you'll use this to calculate your map to ground, and convert it by converting the protractor. Like so, you're going to be using this to plot your azimuth, plot your positions, and your coordinates on your map. So I'm going to be using the slides again so I can go over and read, and you guys can get a visualization of what exactly I'm explaining. So in the middle of your map here, your protractor With the protractor, your map does not have to be oriented like I said before. The map to ground, you're in the thick of the woods and you cannot see any landmarks, but you decide to go to a hill. That's A on the map. So you are here in the blue and you're trying to get to A. So with the protractor, you're going to line with the grid lines, draw on the map, and the center of the protractor align with the map position you are here. You see that the azimuth is 29 or 520 mils. You're going to convert this to MN azimuth and put that on your compass. So basically, you're there, you're going to not move your compass, but leave it there. And once you get your straight line up through the darker lines at the top of your protractor, that says you're at 520 mil. Okay, like I stated before, with your compass and orienting your map, you're going to lay your compass down on your map and you're going to orient like so. So just like I said, the slide. Technique 1, your true north, you're going to identify several landmarks on the map and on the terrain. You're going to visually orient the map, move it around, the map landmarks with the terrain landmarks. The map is going to be oriented to your true north. For your technique 2, which you definitely need, your magnetic north with your compass, you're going to lay the compass on the magnetic line of the map. So laying it like so. Then you're going to rotate the whole entire map. You're just going to move the map. Your compass is going to be laying on top. You're going to move it. You're going to rotate the map and the compass together until the compass bearing reads 0. The magnetic north. So the compass and the MN line are aligned parallel. So physically move it and it's going to read 0.